This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So this is how Black women emasculate their husbands for fun. I'm going to go ahead and share a video with you of Eva Marcille and her husband, and then I'm going to be back with my perspective as to what was wrong with this. So let me go ahead, share my screen with you guys, and then we can take a look.
What are you doing?
I'm going to meet Dre.
Where you going?
To meet Dre.
Dre don't need these shoes. Dre do not need to see any of these shoes. Let me see this item. Mike, where you going?
Come on, babe. Don't embarrass me in front of all your fans.
Mike. Sterling, where you going?
I'm just going to meet Dre. I don't want no problems.
Dre need these shoes? You got
dressed.
No. You did not just get dressed.
I'm sure Dre don't give.
Why did you just put on these shoes?
Because I want to look. I'm stepping at the house. I want
For Dre?
nice. I'm going to represent you and our family well. I'm on your side.
Meanwhile, I'm over here in a Woodstock t-shirt and some distressed joggers and some Uggs with my husband's face on it. And he walking out this bitch like Dapper Dan. Mike, don't you be trying to, Mike.
It's hot as fuck out here.
Are you staying in the house or you going out?
It's hot.
You got on some out shoes. Where you going?
Okay, now I got sound this time. Now, you had people in the comments section talking about, well, she was just playing and that was just banter with her and her husband and y'all taking it too serious and y'all. But here's the problem with it. It was two problems with that video. Number one, the way she was talking to him, even in jest. Number two, it wasn't just banter. You filmed that and then posted it on your social media platforms. You are Eva Marcille, and even though you may not model the way you used to, we all know you from America's Next Top Model. We followed your career. You was on one of them housewife shows for some period of time or whatever. And so you have a fan base, ma'am. So her putting him on blast, that was putting him on blast. That wasn't just in the privacy of our home, we might have a little husband and wife banter. And, it is what it is. Ain't nobody taking it seriously and don't nobody know about it. But see, the thing about Black women and their relationships is y'all don't know when things are appropriate and when they not. You don't know when to have banter with your husband that it's taken very lightly. It's taken in the energy that it's given. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying anything crazy. Nobody's being disrespectful. We just playing and going back and forth because that's what we do. That's how we play. That's one thing. I'm very familiar with married people's banter, but there's a time and a place for that banter. I wouldn't do married people banter with my man in front of y'all. Like I wouldn't go and get my man and we sitting here doing the same kind of back and forth that we would do if we really were in the privacy of our home with no camera. That's different. He's gonna take that differently. He's not even gonna take it as emasculation. Number one, let's get to another part of this though. Y'all emasculate men so much that it's second nature and it's funny. Like, no, I bet you the vast majority of black women that's watching my video that saw that wouldn't see nothing wrong with what she did. And they would be asking me why I'm even making a video on it or why I'm even commenting on it. That's because you stay in such masculine energy all the time that you don't know when you being masculine. And you don't know when that crosses lines over into emasculating your husband. He didn't want to do that. He didn't want her filming him, and he didn't want her. He even said it out of his mouth just because he was smiling. See, y'all be thinking when a dude smile at you like that he agree with what you're doing. He just trying to be a good sport about what you're doing and not make him mad. That's what he's doing. Y'all don't know nothing about men and how to read them and how to read their body language and how to read their energy. Y'all just the most clueless females I have ever heard in my life. Y'all so clueless when it come to men. This why y'all can't keep no man. Po things. Y'all don't know what to do with no dang on man, do y'all? You can't read his energy. He even said it out of his mouth. He was like, don't embarrass me in front of your fans. He meant that. He was not playing about that. He was highly uncomfortable with the way she was asking him, where you going? And who them shoes for? And she was doing it, quote unquote, in jest. But this is just the problem with it. Y'all do it so much that you think that it can be funny or that it is funny. Men don't like that in jest or not in jest. Men don't like being talked to in a certain tone by their women. When you take that authoritative, I'm your mama tone with them, they don't like that. And the more aggressive of them will tell you in no uncertain terms, hey, who you talking to? They'll call you real quick, snatch you real quick. Who you talking to like that? I know you don't call yourself. I don't care if you call yourself his plan. You don't play with me like that. You don't play with me like that. We don't play like that. You understand that? We don't play like that. I don't play that. You better find a different way to play because I don't play that. Know who you talking to. You better rewind all that back up. Find out who you talking to. Get your mind right so you can get your mouth right. So you can talk to me like you got some type of dang on sense. And he might have been playing at first and then you cross that line and then all of that play stop. Like, his whole energy changed. His whole face changed. You was playing and then you took it too far and then he stopped cold. Like, and any married woman in my chat room or any woman that's been with her man, that she know what I'm talking about. You be playing and it be cool until you say that one sentence that he don't think is funny. Now playtime is over. Now we ain't playing no more because your mind ain't right. Go sit down. And see, if that grilling had been done the other way around, nobody would think that it was funny. If he was, hey, Eva, where you going? And he had an authoritative tone with her, nobody would think it was funny, including her. Especially if it was in front of people, because y'all like to cap in front of the gynocracy like y'all running these men. He was just being a good sport about it, but I guarantee you he didn't like that. I guarantee you he didn't find that funny. He didn't really find that funny. And he probably told her after the camera's off, hey, don't do that no more. I don't like that. He may not even say it like that. He might have just said, I don't really like that, Eva, or whatever name he calls her. I don't really like that. I don't like being in front of your fans like that. She probably, you know what I'm saying? But y'all be so ready to emasculate. It comes second nature to you to emasculate your men. This is another reason why you can't keep your relationship. I want y'all to think back to the relationships that you had, that you wanted, that you lost, and think back as to how you was talking to him. Because if you thought this was funny and you didn't see nothing wrong with it, this is probably one of the things that ended your relationship that you liked. you liked that dude or you was in love with him and couldn't figure out why he kept pulling away from you, is because if this is your mouth, if you condone that mouth, you probably got that mouth and worse, and you don't even recognize it as an issue because you consistently do it. You used to emasculate men. So to you, you're not saying nothing wrong. It ain't nothing wrong with what she said. All she was just playing, that was a bunch of masculine black women in her comment section. Because I read a lot of that comment section, and it was other cultures of women that was like, no, she talking crazy. No, she talking crazy to him. That's crazy talk. That's not even husband and wife banter. That's crazy talk. And I agree. I've done husband and wife banter, and then there's crazy talk. Because even in banter, he didn't disrespect me. We was just going back and forth, talking married people crap. Those of you who are married know exactly what I'm talking about. But then there's still that line that you don't cross, where it goes into a disrespect potentially. So you got to know who you talking to, and you got to know what you can't say. I knew what not to say to my husband. I knew what not to say to him. And even in so-called play, I couldn't say it. Even if I were quote unquote joking, I still couldn't say it to him because he's not going to tolerate that. He's still a man. Y'all don't know nothing about keeping no man, having no man. Y'all don't know nothing about talking to no man. This ain't her first husband. And Eva got a slick mouth. She slick mouthed it. She seemed like she was a little buzzed, but that I don't see no excuse for it. Y'all play with y'all, quote unquote, play with y'all men like that, but then you turn around and you talk to him for real like that too. So he got to hear the emasculation when you for real and when you arguing with him for real. And he got to hear some form of emasculation when you playing with him. Don't nobody want to hear that. That's like him that's like him hitting you for real and then he hit you for play. Like, come on. Boop, ain't nobody got time for that. Knock that off. Because you mean it every time you say it, whether you laughing behind it or whether you serious behind it. Y'all always ripping the gonads off some dude and putting them in a jar and putting them on a mantelpiece and then daring him to go get them. Then you call yourself don't want no jelly back. Well, which one do you want? Do you want a man that stand up for himself and man enough to go tell you to go sit down and shut up? Or do you want a man you can control and you can, unvelcro his testicles when you get ready, and then, but he too jelly-backed it to tell you to stop doing it. Then you call yourself don't respect him no more. I don't like him. He a simp. He weak. Now he weak because he do what you wanted him to do. But then when you meet a dude that don't do none of that stuff, now he's controlling. So you want the control and you want him to have the control. Y'all so backwards. Y'all so backwards and silly. Then you wonder why one of them days them men just leave. Or you wonder why all of a sudden you look up and he had sex with you in 3 weeks. Now you trying to figure out, do he got another woman? Possibly. Maybe. One that don't emasculate him every 10 seconds. That might be what he got. Then you wonder why he come home late. He ain't always somewhere cheating. He just don't want to come home and listen to your mouth. Because you think it's fun to talk crap all the time. And don't nobody want to hear that all the time. Even if you do call yourself playing. The problem is that she made it public. That's like being with your man's colleagues or something. Anywhere, think of anywhere inappropriate to have, pillow talk banter with your man. Like, okay, why you saying that in front of everybody though? He might not want his colleagues to know you call him poo poo tutu bear. Whatever. Like, don't call me that in front of them. But y'all don't know what's appropriate because y'all think it's appropriate to jump on the table and twerk. You the same ones that think that's appropriate. Anyway, y'all so silly. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.